Ellipses, and we're not talking about a solar eclipse, we're talking about an ellipse. An ellipse is similar to a circle, except it's a little bit elongated. Most planets revolve around the sun in an elliptical pattern, very close to a circle, but not quite. So first of all, let's look at the general form. Okay, for an ellipse, A and B must have the same sign, but they must be different numbers. Now compare that to a circle. Remember that a circle, they have to be the same sign, same numbers. So let's write this up here again. Circle, A equals B. Same sign, same numbers. They have to be equal. Okay, parabola. A or, not and, or B equals 0. And now we have an ellipse. A and B, they must be different numbers, but they must be the same sign. Positive, positive, negative, negative. Okay, so let's look at standard form for an ellipse. Okay, so here's one, and here's the other. So first thing we're going to do is we have a general form, and we want to go to standard form, so we're going to go ahead and pair up our terms. So we have our 9x squared plus our 36x. Okay, and completing the square, grouping the y terms together. Oops. I'm going to move that 36 to the other side. Okay, so now we got to go back. Completing the square. Since the a value is not 1, we have to do an extra step. First thing we need to do is factor out the a value. So we're going to have 9 factored out. 9 goes into 9 one time. 9 goes into 36 4 times. Factoring a 25 out. 25 goes into 25 once. 25 goes into negative 150 negative 6 times. Alright, too big. Either that or I need to move down to the bottom. So actually, let's go ahead and complete the square. So we're going to have 9 times x, half of 4, 2. 2 squared is 4. So I made a perfect square here. Okay, but I factored out a 9, so I got to factor it back in. So 9 times 4. 9 times 4, so our number is 36. So we're actually adding a 36 on the left. So we actually have to add a 36 on the right. Okay. Let's finish this one. Y, half of negative 6. Negative 3. Negative 3 squared is 9. But I factored out a 25, so I got to factor it back in. 25 times 9 is 225. So I need to add the 225. So that gives me, these two make 0, so 225. Okay, now once we get to this point, recall what the form looks like. It has to equal 1. Okay, so going back down, to make this into a 1, we're going to divide by 225. Divide by 225. All the way across. Now we're going to simplify this fraction, 9 2/25. Easy way to do that is just to do 225 divided by 9. So it's going to be, sorry, 25. So 9 2/25 is going to be x plus 2 squared over 25. Okay, same thing with this one. 225 divided by 25. 9. So y minus 3 squared over 9 equals 1. Alright, now we have it in this form or this form. Okay, so how do I know which form it is? Well, notice the bigger number. Okay, this is going to be a squared. The bigger number is going to be a squared. The bigger number. Okay, so that's going to be a squared, and that's going to make that one b squared. Okay, so let's write some of this stuff in here. There's that. Okay, we're going to get our center, same as usual, -2, +3. Let's go ahead and plot that, -2, +3. So there's our center of our ellipse. Okay, A. So to find A squared equals 25. So A equals 5. Okay, find B. B squared equals 9. So B equals 3. Taking the square root on both sides. Okay, now C. Remember that C stands for, that's our number for finding our focus. So to find it, there's a little formula that you use to find the C value. So you always do this. So the formula goes like this: C squared equals the larger number, which is A squared, minus the smaller number, which is B squared. So calculating C, A squared is 25, minus B squared is 9. Remember, pause the video at any time. Make sure you understand each step. So C squared is equal to 16, so C equals 4. That's going to help us calculate our focus. But in this case, since it's an ellipse, it's going to have actually 2 of them, and we call that foci, because we have 2. That's plural. So again, we have the center, okay, and our x is going to be our 5. So from here, x, that's our horizontal radius. I'm going to go ahead and call this our because it's going with x. So our horizontal radius is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our horizontal radius. Okay, that makes this, it goes with y. Okay, I'm going to call this my vertical radius. My vertical radius. So from the center, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we make the best ellipse that we can. Kind of looks like an eyeball. Or a nut. Or a leaf. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, now determining our foci, we use our C value, which is 4. And our foci are always going to go with the long part. So if the long part is horizontal, we're going to go from the center, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Wait, it's 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 1 foci. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to give us our second foci. So, first one, 2, 3. Second one, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 6, 3. Okie dokie. Let's take a look at the back. Alrighty. So A and B, different numbers, same sign, ellipse. Let's get you started. So 4x squared. Okay, group my x's, left my blank to complete the square. Group my y's, left my blank, complete my square. Move my 4 to the other side. Then I factored out the 4 out of the first two terms. Factored out nothing, basically 1, because there's nothing to factor out of the y squared since it's a 1. Alright, whoa. This one, I just immediately change. Half of -4 is -2. -2 squared is 4. Add 4 on both sides. This one, half of 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. Then I got to factor that 4 back in, so that's going to be 4. So I'm going to add another 4 on that side. So those cancel, leaving us with 4. I'm going to write the 1 in there. Alright, so what do we do next? What do we do next? Are we stuck? Hint, hint. Yeah, we want to make this a 1. So we're going to divide by 4 all the way across. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is 4 over 4 is 1 over 1. I'm going to go ahead and put a 1 here. Okay? Standard form. Okay, center. Alright, A value. Now, do you remember what I said? Your A squared value is the... Good, Trey. Bigger number, that's right. So in this case, A squared is 4. And my B squared is a smaller number. Think about it this way. You got your A team and you got your B team. Your A team is going to be your bigger number. These are your big dogs. Your B team, well, they're still kind of young. They're still growing. They're still trying. Alright. Alright, so figuring out what A is, make the little formula. A equals 2. Oh boy, running out of time. Make your little formula. B equals 1. Alright, do you remember the formula for finding C? If you don't, you got to memorize it. Take your big term minus your little term. Okay, so your big term is 4 minus your little term, it's 1. So we get C squared equals 3. Square root both sides. So C equals the square root of 3, which is approximately 1.73. Hopefully did that right. Seems right. Okay, let's go ahead and do some graphing. 30 seconds left. -1, 2. Let's see how fast I can go. All right. Now, the big number is with the y. So we're going to go up 2, down 2, left 1, right 1. Make our little bitty ellipse. Foci 1.73, 1.73, so about right